And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. And we're just about ready to get this one started. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, the front court is Rizushea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's O'Connell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Special K, the playoffs are not far away. What kind of discussions are going on right now in those locker rooms?
Kevin, at this point in time, it's all about focus and intensity. You understand who you are and what needs to be done. It's now a matter of preparing yourself in your mind and body to go out and do that. You've worked for it, and complacency is not an option.
Now, here is Young. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
And Turner kicks to Halliburton. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Here's Halliburton, defended by Young. Halliburton outside. Indiana moving it around. Here's Mr. Clutch. That 3 off the mark. At the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against Milwaukee. 3-pointer. They get it again. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on it, then that's going to be the result.
And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. He tries for 3, hits it from 3-point range.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
And now the first timeout called for the Hawks. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Young against Halliburton. Pass to O'Connell. Now, here's Johnson. Defense is right there. Daniels, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Attacking and transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Rizushea with it, defended by Mathurin. 3-pointer, Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Last down in for Indiana. They won that game against Houston. Johnson outside. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Inside, here's Mr. Clutch. And that one is stuffed right through.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Here's Young. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Johnson outside. To the middle. Puts it up from 7. And there's Daniel. That's good. On the assist by Johnson.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the left. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc, and Indiana, another three.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Young against Halliburton. Young, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Mr. Clutch. Indiana with a new shot clock.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound in the bucket.
The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Young. Difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And that one falls for Young.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
And so he makes both from the line. These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. They do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Mr. Clutch. Johnson outside, kicks to Daniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first, team second.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
First free throw is good. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on, and a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards. Those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who've played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
You know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like that in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Halliburton, and good off the lead pass that time. Halliburton's got 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Kicks it out to Johnson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Hawks. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And check it out, Indiana. They just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Now Young, after the missed 3 from Mr. Clutch. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Passes it to Toppin. To the inside, Mr. Clutch, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Excellent ball movement. Being unselfish.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
And here's Young after the three-pointer from Mr. Clutch. Here's Okongwu. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lining it up from downtown this month. And you look at Mr. Clutch, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Just a high level of efficiency. That's the key. I mean, quality of shots he takes, but also his fundamentals. Anyone can host a launch party. This guy is consistent ATM.
That ball, nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Hawks trail by 4. After Rizichet. Now Okongwu. Rizichet with it. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
No, that's a great sign for Rizichet, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Young against Halliburton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Indiana leading by 4. Turner trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Atlanta's shooting 47% here so far. The pass to Okongwu. Here's Rizichet. He kicks it to Daniels. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Indiana lead.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's George Niang in for Rizichet. Daniel from outside. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mr. Clutch has got 24.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Daniels. He's got 6. And they get it. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
When you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Young, following the score by Indiana.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Daniels dishes to Young. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Trae Young. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. And he's one of the most creative passers in the game, ranked 3rd overall in assists per.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league, It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. And the Hawks making a change here. Buffkin's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up.
Number 7.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Walker comes in for Toppin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Halliburton. Pass to Buffkin. Out to the right wing. No one near him. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Walker. Atlanta with the rebound. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leading the shot. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Walker. Shoots over Niang. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Niang. His last outing, he had 8 points. He dishes it to Daniels. Back to Niang. Here's Buffkin. On the 3 off target.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so it's Indiana out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And more than anything, their 3-point shooting is what sparked a fantastic night from long range so far. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
You know, I also like the fact they've been really aggressive in attacking from behind the arc. They could do a lot of damage from there tonight.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Neesmith is out there with Walker. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Bryant in at the center position. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Houston lit up the floor. He had an impressive number of points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Rieseshay. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that good.
And the dunk by Walker.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Dishes to Nance. Pass to Buffkin. Drills the three-pointer. Buffkin's got a second bucket tonight.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it's Rieseshay with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound by the Hawks.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Pass to Ricochet. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. And Ricochet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch, at his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Man passes to Nance. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Malik Beasley comes in for Mr. Clutch. Changes for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Beasley. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Shoots a 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Really good point. I mean, you want to keep that balance, and attacking inside creates space for shooters, and having shooters creates opportunities inside, so it works hand in glove.
The Hawks shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Johnson outside. To the left side wing. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Indiana. Mr. Clutch has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Assisted by
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Dish now to Daniels. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Puts it up from 12. Buffkin with the bucket. Buffkin's got 7 points in the game. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Over to the wing. Neesmith with the ball. Johnson's there. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Niang with the ball. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Indiana Pacers way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard. until that final whistle blows.
In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is up there with Daniels. And it's Rizashea in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. Daniels, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 9th assist in the game now. There's the pass to Daniels. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. Here's Mr. Clutch. And he has 42. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
They grabbed their own miss. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Back to Mathurin. Down low, here's Mr. Clutch. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Hawks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Johnson surveying the floor. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. And you look at Mr. Clutch, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Trae Young, another guy that's having a great scoring season.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
No good there with the step-back J. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the inside. Here's Toppin. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Young against Halliburton. Young with no one around. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch is 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Young finds Johnson. Back to Young. In the corner, Daniels. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Halliburton passes to Mr. Clutch. That one, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Young. Got a hand on it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Shot on the wing. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Assisted by
Mr. Clutch has got 46 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Indiana.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for him in this one.
they've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Okongwu trying to break free. Johnson can't hit. Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. To the paint. Toppin, good. Toppin's got 8 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
You can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Kicks it to Daniels. Going inside, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Halliburton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Pacers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Nance comes in for Jalen Johnson. Mann subbed in for Dyson Daniel. Indiana also making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Turner. Jackson comes in for Toppin. And it's Malik Beasley in for Benedict Mathurin. Mann passes to Young. Reza Shea from outside off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
Pass to Mann. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Mann's got his first points in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Halliburton passes to Bryant. Jackson up top. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the 3-ball is good. Mr. Clutch has got 54 points.
And, you know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Inside, here's Reza Shea. Pass to Mann, fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Here's Mr. Clutch. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Pass it to Mann. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's...
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Shepard out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Aaron Nesmith. And there's Bryant. And it's Walker in at the power forward position.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Johnson kicks to Young. Misses the 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Another bucket! Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Again, Young missing.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle. at their offensive end.
And he makes that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now the pass to Bryant. Bucket is good.
And the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's good from long range. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Bryant. Over Okongwu. Again, Indiana.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Young passes to Niang. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Shepard, that's good.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Daniels. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And stolen by Okongwu. Can't get it to fall. The Pacers have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6 from deep. And the Pacers another 3.
Number 7.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Young passes to Okongwu. Here's Niang. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Pacers have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That's tipped. Unhindered, going all the way. Moving it up. Pass to Mr. Clutch. From the arc. They get the rebound. Here's Bryant. And finally they hit one. Bryant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Young dishes to Daniels. Lets it go with a 3. Niang, that's good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Daniels. The Pacers pull it in. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by Young. Bryant the pass to Mr. Clutch. And the shot goes in. 64 points for Mr. Clutch.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Johnson outside. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players, so I think it's a good thing overall.
Here's Niang, guarded by Walker. Young for 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks. Out to the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. Bryant. And Bryant is right there. Bryant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points
from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
The kick out to Young. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Niang passes to Daniels. And he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. So, Greg, you played the play. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Shepherd. To the middle. Bryant down low, covered by Nance. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Down low, here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Bufkin. The Pacers pull it in.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Kicks it out to Beasley. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there.
With the PGA strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Hawks making a switch here. Young's checked in. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Bufkin. The Hawks again can't hit.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Walker. Here's Mr. Clutch. Three-pointer on the way. Kept alive. And Bryant is right there.
Great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can really energize and galvanize a team.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Here's Bufkin. The shot, no good. Nice D from Mr. Clutch. Indiana's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Beasley. Here's Nembhard. Banked in off the glass.
Smart pass there by Beasley. He spots a guy with a better shot and doesn't hesitate to get him the ball.
Passes it to Mann. Now, Niang. Here's Young from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Bryant's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch. Three-pointer. He got it again. Sensational. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And Young kicks to Niang. To the paint. Here's Nance. Poked away.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's Bryant. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity. With the wins piling up on the year, this will make it now 61 total. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mr. Clutch.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile this game is.
Young pass to Niang. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Mr. Clutch trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Tries a three, and yet another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Shoots from the line, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's Mr. Clutch. No good. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.